Champions-elect. Liverpool 2, Newcastle United 0. Nottingham Forest drew 0-0 with Arsenal, so it means Liverpool are 13 points clear now. I know Arsenal have a game in hand and all, but we could be 16 points clear by the time they play Manchester United in the next Premier League game. I think we have Southampton at home as well. But first things first, please do remember to hit the like button. Please do remember to hit that subscribe button as well. I'm doing this match reaction from last night because I got in too late to do one. I was there last night. I was there. Fantastic atmosphere. Probably the best atmosphere of the season, I would say. You could really feel as well, once the Forest Arsenal result came through, that people were starting to believe. It was so good. And last night in particular, very, very good performance from everybody. I know Newcastle had a couple of injuries coming into this game. Obviously, Alexander Isak was injured coming into this game. But what I will say is that they still got a good player in Callum Wilson. You know, still got a very good player in Callum Wilson there. So, you know, Newcastle are a good side, don't get me wrong. You know, people were bringing this up about the potential of this game having an effect on the cup final, but I think they're going to be two different games, to be honest. I think you'll see Isak back as well. But starting 11, I thought was really good. It was obviously Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk. Tsimikas came in for Robertson, which I thought was quite interesting. Gravenberch, Mac Allister, and then Diaz, Szoboszlai, Salah, and Jota as well. And the first goal comes down Newcastle's right-hand side, and it's just fantastic play. I know Newcastle fans will be a bit disappointed with the way they lost the ball, but Diaz, I don't know how Fabian Schär's gone into the right-back position, because when you actually look at it, Tino Livramento is further up the pitch when you look at it. And Diaz has a clear run on Fabian Schär, and what he does next is fantastic. He just goes at Schär, plays it to Szoboszlai, and I've had a look at this goal back, and Nick Pope really goes down very slowly, I think. Does it take a deflection? It does go through a couple of pairs of legs as well, but I think if you're Nick Pope in that instance, I think you've got to be very disappointed in the goalkeeper there, because I think you've got to save it. You've got to save it. I think you look at Nick Pope there and his positioning as well. He should save it. So, yeah, that's the bit of luck you need. You know, it was a very, very good finish. And Szoboszlai has been unbelievable recently. Man of the match performance from me last night. I think he's just everywhere. His energy, his work commitment, going back at challenges, tracking back for the team. He's so good. So good. And yeah, you know, I think, you know, Newcastle had their chances. You know, Callum Wilson had one that he should do better. He's trying to chip Alisson. I don't know why he's trying to chip him. That was offside. Then there was one where Konate just stepped up slightly, and Callum Wilson has basically one-on-one chance with Alisson, and he fluffs his lines. I think if that's Alexander Isak, I think that's in the back of the net. I think we would all know that. If that was Alexander Isak, that is in the back of the net as well. So, no, look, I think it's to go in at half-time 1-0, it was very, very comfortable. I think we had our chances. We certainly did. But I've got to say, I think Ibu and Virgil had a very, very good game last night. And, I think going in at half-time 1-0, there was already a tendency you need to get that second goal to kill off the game. And it came duly in the 62nd minute. And again, it's another Newcastle mistake. Tonali decides to try and play the ball, gets dispossessed by Alexis Mac Allister, and he makes this goal. He gets the ball back from Tonali's error, Plays it to Salah. Salah plays it straight to Mac Allister. Mac Allister, it's a lovely finish. It's into the top corner. It's he's placed that into the back of the net. No chance for Nick Pope for this one, as well. But I think if you're Newcastle, you'd be very, very disappointed in how you've lost that second goal because of mistakes. As well, and then we obviously bring on Cody Gakpo as well for Diogo Jota, and I think when you look at Gakpo compared to Jota, Jota, I don't know what it is. Jota's not having the best of form recently. He hasn't scored since the Accrington Stanley game, which I think is very, very concerning to say the very, very least. But I've got to say, from watching Gakpo when he came on, he looked more lively. I know Diaz was obviously on the left hand side, but Gakpo through the middle worked for me. Salah had another very good game. We almost made it 3-0. Salah with one of the balls of the game, basically outside of the foot, and Luis Diaz is running in on goal. Almost gets it. Yeah, he almost got it. He just sliding in, and it was very, 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 very good. And then after that, it was just a stroll. We brought on Endo, we brought on Nunes, we brought on Kwanzaa, and it just felt so comfortable. And obviously Newcastle made 4 changes as well. I think Osula, Miley, Trippier came on as well. Longstaff came on in the end as well. But yeah, Newcastle just didn't lay a glove on us, and they missed Isak. They definitely missed Isak. I think Callum Wilson and Alexander Isak are 2 different strikers. I think Callum Wilson you can play into feet, but Isak can definitely run at defenders, and I think that was very, very interesting to say the very, very least. But look, very, very good win tonight for Liverpool, and yeah, 13 points clear is an unbelievable lead now. We can only lose it from here now. I know Arsenal did a 13-point gap on Manchester United in 1998, but again, Arsenal are looking a bit toothless up front. They had Mikel Merino again on the pitch, and he's not a striker. So yeah, just take one game at a time. Obviously, PSG next. I think this weekend will be a big boost to the players because they're obviously not playing in the FA Cup. So that'll be a big boost. And then we'll obviously go again at Southampton at home, and you would expect us to win that one as well. But yeah, I think we've just watched the champions of England. I think it's the simplest thing to say that. It's only a matter of when now, not if. And I think the thing that will motivate the players more is the fact that Arsenal could give them a guard of honour potentially as well. And by the way, do we care? Of other rivals fans saying this is the worst Premier League season ever? No, we don't give a hoot about that, to say the very, very least. So, very, very happy with the win last night, and yeah, it was great to be there. Best atmosphere I've been in Anfield for a long time, and you just had that sense last night was the big movement, because Arsenal drew with Nottingham Forest, Liverpool beat Newcastle. That to me says the title's done. I think the title is done and sealed. And look, it was a very, very good win. But I am saying this now, I think the cup final will be a much different prospect as well. So there you go. There are my thoughts of the game. Please get your thoughts down in the comments section down below. And yeah, very, very good win for Liverpool last night. And yeah, I'm going to just sit back and watch the FA Cup this weekend as well. But remember to like, share and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. And yeah, we will see what happens. But yeah, Liverpool 2, Newcastle United 0. Champions elect. The title is probably all but done but sealed. We move to the next game. You never walk alone. Cheers, lads.